All right, so let's talk about some benefits of this monitor. Now, this is something that I really like. This is where you have split two different screens, almost like two different monitors in one monitor, where you can have a picture in picture. So let's say you want to use Xbox One X, Xbox One X, and PlayStation 4 Pro at the same time. I don't know. Maybe you are multi-streaming with your friend. Maybe two of you are multi-streaming at the same time. So this can be useful. You can have PlayStation 4 Pro on the other monitor and the Xbox One X on the other side of the monitor. So it's almost like you got two monitors together, but they're both on one monitor. And as you can see, there's no latency. Everything's smooth right here. Hold on, let me show you. As you can see, there's no latency. But both of them are working fine. Here, you will see here. Everything's super fast, fine, no problems. Okay. Same thing here. So this is one of the benefits I think that you're gonna get with having the ability to do this. And this is the benefit of it. I don't know how much is this gonna be beneficial to you, but let's say you are one of those Twitch streamers. You're one of those guys that it's really looking to stream a lot, and it's multi-streaming or whatever. I think this is very useful. And this is also a good way to compare the games. Like if you want to do a comparison with, let's say, Red Dead Redemption 2 versus the Xbox One X Red Dead Redemption 2, we can do that right now. We can start Red Dead Redemption here, and then we can go over here and go to my games and apps, and we can go and start Red Dead Redemption 2 right here at the same time, and we can see how they look side by side. So it's kind of cool to do a comparison. I think this will be good for me to do some comparisons to see how they look side by side. So that there's a little benefit there too. Okay. Wow, the Xbox One X version loads faster. That's crazy. No, actually, no, they didn't. They're about the same loading time. My bad. They're about the same loading time. I'm going to wait for both of them to load up, and then I'm going to start both of them at the same time. Okay. Now, if you have if you have two of these monitors, you can actually have 1, 2, 3, 4. You can have, if you put one on top of each other of these two monitors, you can have Xbox here, PlayStation there, PC there, Nintendo Switch there. So you can have 4 different games running at the same time. That's if you're like somebody who's fully loaded and you don't know what to do with your money, right? But I think this is kind of beneficial, to some extent. Let's see how long it's going to take to load up. I just noticed that I think PlayStation version loads faster. Let's see. The PlayStation is on the right side over here. The Xbox version is on the left side over here. Let's see. Or they're probably about the same. Let's see. No, the Xbox version loads faster, as it should be, of course. And the Xbox version looks much, much cleaner, obviously. This is the PlayStation version. Now we are in the snow here, so obviously I don't think it's like a great comparison. But of course, you know, this is a native 4K, and this is the 1440p. So let me go ahead, let me pull my camera out a little bit here. This way you guys can see a little bit better, so you can see how it looks. This is the PlayStation version right over here, and this is the Xbox One X version. And of course the Xbox One X version looks cleaner, as it should be. But the PlayStation version is not that bad either, you know. So this is kind of cool. This is cool if you want to play simultaneously at the same time. I don't know. Maybe you want to play simultaneously at the same time. Maybe that's what you want to do. I don't know if that's what you want to do. But I think it's a pretty cool, beneficial tool to use if you want to. Now you can also turn one. You can turn both of these. You can turn one and leave one on. You can turn one on the left, leave it on, and turn the other one on the right. So you do have some options here that you can do. I'm doing this, man. I'm multitasking. I'm doing this like with one hand. So please bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to bring you the extensive, thorough look into this monitor, man. I don't think anybody has done like a thorough look into this monitor as I have. I really went all out with this monitor, trying to give you guys, for those of you who might be interested in the future, I don't know, maybe you'll never get this monitor, but I don't know. I just want you to kind of have some information about this monitor before you purchase it, you know. I mean, clearly you can see that the resolution here is lower and resolution here is sharper. I mean, this is the Xbox One X. This is the PlayStation 4 Pro. I mean, you can clearly see that. And it should be, because this is native 4K, and this is not native 4K. So it's just like native 4K source. It's not native 4K source. It's a 1440p. So, you know, there's that. But pretty cool feature. Pretty cool feature. I like it. People ask me, how do you turn this feature on? Well, here, I'll show you in a minute. First and foremost, you have to come here. You have to click on the little button, and then you come here, you go to the right where it says PBP mode. You got screen 1, screen 2. You can click on screen 1 and you can choose a whether you want just screen 1 or screen 2. You can change their aspect ratio on each of these screens. Which ratio would you like? And you'll see a different ratio, 21:9. It's going to show up here in a minute. Now you got yourself 21:9 over here, but it looks kind of stretched out. But you don't want to do that. You want to leave that. This is kind of a cool tool if you are like video editing, multitasking, stuff like that. It's pretty cool when you connect two computers with each other. So you come here and you fix that. You go over here, you click to the PBP, you go back to the aspect ratio, you go back to 16:9, you leave it like that. And now it's going to be the same, as you're going to see right here. All right, so now it's the same ratio. If you want to turn this off, you can easily turn it off. You just go over here to the same button and turn it off, and you're going to go back to the HDMI 1 where you originally are playing your Xbox One X. In a minute it's going to show up. Well, there it is, and now you see how it's stretched out. But again, you know, this stretching out, it's really not that bad. You know, I've been testing this now for 2 days steadily. I've been testing this monitor for 2 days, and it doesn't look that bad on a native 4K content. If you have Xbox One X and you are playing a native 4K content, excuse me, and you're playing a native 4K content, it's really not that bad. Okay. It doesn't look that bad at all. Here, maybe I can adjust my... let me just kind of walk around a little bit so you guys can see him walking around and stuff like that. And, you know, it's... I can easily play Red Dead Redemption 2 like this. It really doesn't bother me. It's like watching an IMAX movie or something, you know. It's really not that bad. It might bother some people, I don't know, but it doesn't bother me. Remember, you know, it's not out on PC yet, so the only way we can play the ultra wide Red Dead Redemption 2, it's this way. It's from a console because it's not available. That's not available on PC. Once it becomes available on PC, then we'll be able to do it. We'll be able to play it. And of course, if you want to turn back your PCB again, your picture broadcast, I think that's what it means, picture broadcast. You can have two of them simultaneously. I mean, this looks good, man. It's really not bad. I thought it was bad in the beginning, but the more I played like this, the more I realized, hey, you know, this is not that bad. So remember, you want to turn off the HDR. You want to turn off the HDR, and you want to keep a HDR off, because there's no point of you using HDR here on this monitor. So if you want to turn on the PCB, you just come here, do the same thing. There's a little button there, like a little joystick, tiny little joystick. You click the PCB, you click on it, and then you click on. Turn it on. There you go. And now you're going to get both of these games running here in a minute. There they are. There's, you know, the PlayStation right there. Poor Arthur Morgan's freezing to death, man. I left him there. So this is the PlayStation. This is the Xbox. You know, a lot of people have been asking me, which version do you prefer? I'm like, listen, you know, if you have Xbox One X, then yeah, dude, you know, you want to go with the native 4K. Sure, you want to go with this one if you have a choice. But if you don't have a choice, if all you have is a PlayStation 4 Pro, the Red Dead Redemption 2 on PlayStation 4 Pro is just as good. You know, I mean, it doesn't really bother me. Now, if you want to switch to just the PlayStation 4 Pro version stretched out, you just come over here and do the same thing. Turn off the piece. Just go right here to where it says the PCB and go to the screen HDMI 2. HDMI 2, is it HDMI 1? And turn it off. First, you have to turn off the PBP. I'm sorry, not PCB. I don't know why I said PCB. PBP. Picture broadcast picture. So we turn that off. And then we come here and we switch here, go to the HDMI 2, and there's the Arthur Morgan right there running around. So like I said, it's playable, you know. A lot of people have been asking me about this. Says, "Hey, dude, is this really playable? Can you play like this?" I'm saying, "Yeah, sure, of course you can. Why not?" I mean, I've been playing like this, and it doesn't bother me, dude. You know. But look, everyone has their own preference. Some people don't like it to be stretched, not even a little. So this is really a personal preference, you know. Like I said, there's some benefits to this monitor. You know, there's a reason why this monitor costs so much. But let's just face it, guys. If you don't have a PC, yeah, you really shouldn't bother with this, guys. If you don't have a good PC, with a PC, you're truly going to benefit, because with the PC you can use those simulations. I showed you X-Plane 11. I showed you Bus Simulator, American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator, DCS Combat Flight Simulator with the F-14B. You know, this is really made for PC, guys. If you don't have a PC and you're just buying it for the console, well, that's kind of ridiculous. With that kind of money, you can get yourself a really good 4K TV. All right. But it would be cool. Honestly, I think both Sony and Xbox should utilize aspect ratio of 32:9. I think they should have it as an option. You know, I think they should do that, man. You know, maybe some people want to connect their console to a monitor. You don't know. Maybe some of them want to use the ultra, widescreen monitors. So this is the PlayStation 4 Pro. Like I said, you know, it's all right. It doesn't look that bad. So there you have it. Like I said, you know, there's benefits on this monitor. Like I said, you can connect both Xbox One X and the PlayStation 4 Pro, and it looks pretty cool. Yeah. Now, I don't know if you're going to be watching both of them at the same time or going to be playing both of them at the same time, but I think it's a pretty cool feature. It's a pretty cool feature that's available there. So, I don't know what else can I say about this monitor. I might do a separate live stream where you guys can ask me. I think I'm going to do a Q&A tomorrow. Probably tomorrow we'll do a Q&A episode 19. And you guys can ask me questions about this monitor, questions about some other things. And then I'll try to answer all those questions for you, because the best way for you to ask me these questions that you have, it's not through this thing right here, contacting me like 50 billion times. It's not through a PlayStation Network. It's through Q&A. When I do a Q&A, then you can ask me all these questions regarding this monitor, regarding the OLED, QLED, what type of videos I'm planning in the future. All these things you can ask me on a Q&A, and that's why I do Q&A. So I hope that you guys show up on Q&A. That's when all of you should show up. It's on a Q&A. That's where I get to answer all of your questions. Okay? So, well, there you have it. I think I've done plenty of videos on this monitor. Like I said, this monitor, it's not for everyone, but it definitely has some cool features built into it that you can benefit from it. All right? So there you have it. Like I said, I'm not here to tell you go buy this monitor. Don't buy it. It has its goods. It has its positives. It has its negatives. There's no perfect anything. You know, you just have to ask yourself, what is it that you are looking for? What kind of benefit are you going to be getting from this monitor? So you got to ask yourself that question. Other than that, well, there you have it, guys. I hope that this video was useful, and thank you for watching. Like I said, one more time, just to show you, in case you guys are wondering how to do this, it's really simple. You just come here to the PBP. It's a PBP. Turn it on, and voila. You got yourself PlayStation 4 Pro and the Xbox One X. That's really simple. And you can exit out of both of them. You see now it's on the right side. Now it's on the right side. Well, there you go. There's PlayStation. There's Xbox. It looks as if you have two 27-inch monitors, like put side by side. Honestly, that's how it feels. No, it looks like you have two monitors. But this is what pretty much is what it is, like a two big monitors put together. And the only thing is there's no bezels. Like, you don't see any bezel. It's all just one big screen. You know, I've seen people with two of these monitors with a ratio that's 64:3 or 63:9. I'm sorry, 63:9. And I'm like, dude, do they even have games that support 63:9 even on PC? I don't think they do. I think that's like ridiculous super overkill. That's like ridiculous, 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 super, super, super overkill. Um, but maybe there is. I don't know. Maybe there are games that support 63:9 ratio, which is ridiculous, dude. I mean, your head's going to be going left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. I mean, like, it's like totally ridiculous. But hey, we're going to do everybody. See, that's exactly the point I'm trying to make here. Everyone's different. Everyone got their own different preference. That's the whole point here. Well, anywho, there you have it, guys. I'm going to take a little break from the videos of this monitor. I've done tons of videos on this monitor. I think I've done like 12, 13, 14, maybe 15 videos on this monitor. So since I got it, I know I didn't do a proper unboxing on it. I'm sorry about that, but it's really not a big deal. It's just there's one styrofoam on top of it and another one down below. Okay. It's really nothing. It's not like an extraordinary packaging. It's like a really pain in the ass packaging, and it would be boring for you to watch that crap. So I think I've done more than enough. If there's something that I missed on this monitor, if there's something you guys think I need to do a little bit more, just let me down on the comments, and I'll do that. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday. I'll do those videos. But you guys let me know, is there something else that maybe you would like to know about this monitor? Or you can come back to the Q&A tomorrow, sometime in the afternoon. I'll try to do it around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. You can ask me these questions regarding this monitor. Well, there you have it. Thank you for watching.